Sassuolo return to action in this competition, a competition for which the dynamic has changed dramatically now as the group stages turn into the knockout phase. Separates winners from losers. There is no margin for error. It is now or never. The Sucru Saracoğlu Stadium really does come to life spectacularly every time Fenerbahce play here, and this is no exception. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi with a long pass. Firmino! And it's a goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Sassuolo have an early lead. Good start. Across the field it goes. Leckie. He's making a real surge on the left. Time to deliver. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Jordi Alba. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Leckie is there, and he can get that clip. Hits one! Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tyson. He's in space and looking for options. And a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And it's Modric. It's Modric! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Sassuolo take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead.
Dira has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Courtois catches it safely. And the first half is done. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Has a goal! Yes! And they are cruising away. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Sassuolo take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. A searching ball out wide. Towering header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Dira. Lecky. Firmino. Just brushed off the ball there. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Cleared away. Murphy spreads it towards the left. Tyson.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Lecky provides an outlet. Decent progress down the left. Away from immediate danger. And it's been taken straight back. Giacchi. Firmino conceives a free kick for that. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Fenerbahce are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Erding plays it out to the flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's the delivery. Oh, Red, he's sorted that out. Deftly done. Messi. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Coached through there. Now it's Erding. Xavi battles to win it back. Messi. And it's Firmino. And here's Erding. Lecky. He's got shapes to shoot! No, that's not the ball he wanted. Giacchi. And that's it. A huge result. A place in the next round is theirs to lose now. Success on away territory, a lead to protect at home. It is looking really good. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Sassuolo simply...
Sassuolo come into this second leg brimming with confidence, following what turned out to be a truly convincing win last time out, a performance for which they were rightly lauded. Of course, there were the customary voices about exercising caution when their boss faced the press last night, but the general feeling seems to be that the job is more or less done, a mood that is clearly reflected in the atmosphere here. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. So raring to go here, eager to finish the job and move on.
Well, seeing how well they played last time round, Peter, and seeing how that's boosted their confidence and morale while sapping away that of their opponents, this could be just a case of delivering the coup de grace here.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Sassuolo bring a useful lead into their home game, having won the first leg on the road. And they look firm favourites to secure their place in the quarter-final, barring a capitulation. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. De Chilio. Good idea, just poorly executed. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pings it out wide. Can't get the better of his opposite number. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Isla. Gets up to head it! Yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but...
Real chance! We've got a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Sassuolo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Defender's on the back foot. Looks to thread it through. He's gone for it! And he's found the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Sassuolo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Sergio Ramos plays it forward. Jordi Alba. Modric gets the better. Modric! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Massive leap! And it's Modric. He's tried one. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable, and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Could be thinking about a shot here. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Fenerbahce keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Julio. And he's going long. Isla gets it away. Modric. Mesut Ozil. It's Ozil! A real chance and a real let-off.
Sassuolo were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? And the shot! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Potok! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Potok fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Battles to win it back. And it's played forward. In comes the corner. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Calderim. Potuk. Thrushes into the area. And he's cut it out. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going direct. Oh, that's neat. Hit into the middle. And he's there to cut it out. Kajolu. And that's sprayed out wide. Goes for goal! De Bruyne. And that will be the final act. So that's the first round done, and on we go. Well, after what we saw in the first game, Jim, what are your observations now?
I think the important thing for the second leg was that they didn't become uncertain as to whether they...
So here we are, just waiting for the first of the quarter-finals to get underway. 2 of 8 already battle-hardened teams getting ready to oust each other if they can in a very short while from now. This all in a bid to be called champions of Europe. Expectations. Tries a shot! Pastore. And here's Roberto Firmino. He'll hit it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Valero.
Inter have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
He's being closely tested here. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. So above all others, Jim, what do you think is the single factor which is going to make a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think there really isn't an awful lot in terms of what separates these teams. No, not when you get to this stage. This one could come down to the smallest of detail.
Absolutely so. Sanchez gets it out to the wing. Borja Valero drives it forward. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alexis Sanchez sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Xavi is there, and he can get that clear. He's in! Pastore! Missed by a fraction. Tyson goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Oh, that's nice. Can he deliver? Borja Valero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ericsson. And it's Ericsson. Valero. Borja Valero hurtling down that right flank. In with the challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the first half is done. And both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And the action has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus.
Up to meet it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away.
Van Persie, good challenge, he just stood firm. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Borja Valero provides an outlet. De Chilio hoists it forward, and that has been cleared. And here's Alexis Sanchez. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And here comes the corner. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Eriksson goes short. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, they can break here. Tyson tries to get it forward quickly.
Skriniar simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
And here's Roberto Firmino. Mesut Ozil.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Sanchez. Chance to break. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Firmino certainly could have and should have made more of that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Now, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Has a hit! The Dean attempts a clearance, and that will be the final act. Sassuolo have been held at home. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of...
Sassuolo come into the second leg just as they started the first. It is a narrative which is also applicable to their opponents after a goalless draw last time out. Much has been talked about on and off the field since those 90 minutes came to a close. But talk is one thing, hindsight is 2020. Right now we have 90 minutes ahead of us, which will tell the ultimate tale. The colours of the Nerazzurri prevalent all around us. This is the Giuseppe Meazza, as we all remember it. So after first leg stalemate, despite a lot of huffing and puffing, it's time for someone to make a difference. Who, I wonder, might be the headline maker.
Well, this is still anyone's game, Peter, and you can sense a very mixed atmosphere of optimism and pessimism. After a scoreless first leg, I wouldn't necessarily go with the home team here to pull through, because the mood in this stadium could change very quickly should the visitors be first to strike. For one side to take control of this is unlikely, so as much as I don't like sitting on the fence, Peter, you can't get me off it here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Sassuolo arrive here having drawn their home leg, and any win here will carry them into the semi-final. Well, they are working very hard to Inter Milan have a free kick. And it's Schürrle. Van Persie gets away from his opponent. Sergio Ramos tries to get it forward quickly. Firmino goes long. Hoists it forward. Pastore. A real chance to break. Has a pop! Modric. Well weighted. Now it's Roberto Firmino. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
He's in space and looking for options. A nice touch. And it's played forward. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's Schürrle. Schürrle switches it towards the other side. Pastore. Chance! And again the keeper stands strong. And the whistle goes for half-time. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more. 0-0 then, and we're... Goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Very well to intervene. And here's Roberto Firmino. Van Persie. Rami cuts it out. Sergio Ramos. Modric. Martinez. Deftly done. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. That'll be a corner. Modric. Dean positions himself well and cuts it out. Pastore. Cerner with a long pass. He's had a goal! Oh, it's there! They have edged ahead overall.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Sassuolo have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Two changes being made right now. Inter Milan have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Sanchez. Pastore. Xavi. Modric. Hoists it high. Decent looking ball. Oh, good interception. Coutinho gets the chance! Yes! And they have an aggregate lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Inter Milan are making a change now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Messi hits that long. And he heaves it forward. Sassuolo have it back and they can go again. And here's Roberto Firmino.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And here's Coutinho. Firmino gets flagged offside. Jordi Alba is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
He's going to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly. Gets it upfield. Philippe Coutinho. He's got through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sassuolo have got it done through to the last four, and evidently now believing in it. Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to everybody who has joined us, regardless of where you are, or indeed what time it is with you all over the globe, as we bring you this most glamorous of clashes between two sides desperately chasing the right to contest the ultimate prize in club football. This competition has provided us with so much unforgettable drama since the first qualifiers began last summer, and I am certain there will be plenty more to come in the last few. It is semi-final day. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So just one more step for a date with destiny. Few games come bigger than this one.
Yeah, and the first leg of a semi-final, you can't guarantee passage into the final, obviously, just yet. But you can make life quite hard for yourself, Peter, second leg. So you've got to expect it to be tight and tense. This atmosphere sounds perfect for the occasion. And it's a case of releasing your best now and just finding a stronger edge, letting the opposition know what you're all about. And it's going to be tough next time round too.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm going to go for Antonio Candreva, because he brings a dynamism to proceedings, fast and direct. He'll engage his fullback in a sprinter too.
Gets up to head it! He's pulled off a fine save.
Tyson really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
That's Ozil. Ozil goes up and over. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? I guess for the visitors here, the thing they have to decide is whether they are happy to take a draw and play conservatively, or go all out and try and win it.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose from a neutral perspective, the latter would prove more exciting, certainly for us, but yeah, the former certainly a strategy which is just as valid here.
And it's Bruno Perez. Ozil battles to win it back. Sassuolo have it back and they can go again. Di Maria. Di Maria needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Modric. Forward it goes. And it's Digne. It's got through to him. He's got it, and he's got time. And he's there to cut it out. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step.
Massive leap! Who will be livid with himself?
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Digne. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's produced a beauty. Tries a shot!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Ozil plays it out to the flank. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Di Maria is onto it and can take it up. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. And here's Ozil. Vitolo. Has he picked him out? He's got away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Rami has been sent off. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Things starting to look very comfortable. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Candreva, Vitolo, Candreva, big chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. But there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. He was on the back foot, looking for space out wide. The message is clear, none shall pass. Musa Sissoko. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sassuolo will have to turn it round at home. Your reflections then, Jim?
Sassuolo really were sleepwalking.
Sassuolo are very much on the brink as far as their ambitions to make the final are concerned. It was a poor showing in the first leg of the semi-final, and that has left them on the back foot with their opponents having wedged their foot firmly in the door. Most would say the contest is all but over, but there have been great examples in the past of remarkable turnarounds. For the fans that have turned up, it is a case of needing to believe, having to believe that they have a chance still of going through. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. But it's a fresh day and a separate game, but it is pushing credulity to suggest that they can turn this round.
Look, I don't think there's any hiding from the fact that this is a mammoth task, and you're going to have to hope that a lot of things go your way. I think the best approach is say to yourself, at worst, win this leg, and we'll take it from there.
And already we're underway here. Sassuolo were defeated on their travels in the first leg. And that's a result that makes elimination apparently a near certainty. Messi. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Danger averted for now. Mesut Ozil. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Neymar is fouled. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's Ozil. Looking to get with... has a pop! And the defence can get it clear. Wanyama.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And the Herrera. Tottenham to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Played back in. Winks, cuts it out. Candreva. He goes long. Vitolo is flagged offside. And here's Neymar. And the semi-final reaches halfway. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
Well, Peter, it's 45 minutes to conjure something up now. They've been better than the first leg, but the pressure is really on, and they have to answer to it.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Musa Sissoko. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, that looks a foul. The referee's given it. Firmino. To say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Neymar. Son Heung-min. And here's Vitolo. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Özil is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that's sprayed out wide. There's the delivery. Hits one! Oh, just couldn't quite turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. In with the challenge. Hoists it forward. Musa Sissoko. Well, a very warm welcome to you as you join us for the second part of this semi-final, where the fortunes of the two sides are separated as we go into the game by quite a sizable margin following an exciting but rather one-sided first leg encounter. There is a lack of hope and expectation inside the stadium from those who feel that this might be one step too far. But we, along with neutrals everywhere, hope it will remain a competitive and exciting time. So what a stage. Towering header! Tottenham have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
And the Herrera. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Sergio Ramos with a long pass.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Jordi Alba positions himself well and cuts it out. And it's Jordi Alba. Early ball. Tyson has a pop! Cleared away. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Keeper sends it forward. Winks. Son Heung-min. Özil concedes a free kick for that. Özil is off, and the boss has some thinking to do now. He's in! It's Vitolo! Sergio Ramos. That's put paid to a promising move. Well positioned to make that interception. Sassuolo are very much on the brink as far as their ambitions to make the final are concerned. It was a poor showing in the first leg of the semi-final, and that has left them on the back foot with their opponents having wedged their foot firmly in the door. Most would say the contest is all but over, but there have been great examples in the past of remarkable turnarounds. For the fans that have turned up, it is a case of needing to believe, having to believe that they have a chance still of going through. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. So 90 minutes to try and overturn this deficit, but it is a telling deficit and it seems improbable.
Yeah, their prospects aren't great, but if they are to go out, then it can be done in a certain way. I think they have to be true to themselves and their support by going out with the right application and spirit. Feeling sorry for themselves won't work. They can't go out with a resigned feel.
As you can see, we've already started. And the finish! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a throw. Played in by Kayahon. And he's there to cut it out. Candreva.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Herrera needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Vitolo. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Fires from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Aldebaran. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Keeper sends it forward. Son Heung-min finds himself eased off the ball. It's Özil. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Firmino. Shapes to shoot!
close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And when it's one of your main men...
Half-time in the semi-final. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
That's entertainment, and as always in these circumstances, mistakes have played their part. So if they can reduce those errors, they may well pull through.
Sassuolo come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Sassuolo really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Son Heung-min really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Ozil finds himself offside. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Kaya Hahn crosses it in. Vitolo just brushed off the ball there. Tyson, Mesut Ozil. Xavi is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, and having played his part in the goal, a tightening up was inevitable.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Into the box.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Tries a shot! In relief, it just needed better contact. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Sassuolo are very much on the brink as far as their ambitions to make the final are concerned. It was a poor showing in the first leg of the semi-final, and that has left them on the back foot with their opponents having wedged their foot firmly in the door. Most would say the contest is all but over, but there have been great examples in the past of remarkable turnarounds. For the fans that have turned up, it is a case of needing to believe, having to believe that they have a chance still of going through. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, it's a fresh day and a separate game, But it is pushing credulity to suggest that they can turn this round.
Yeah, their prospects aren't great, but if they are to go out, then it can be done in a certain way. I think they have to be true to themselves and their support by going out with the right application and spirit. Feeling sorry for themselves won't work. They can't go out with a resigned feel.
And already we're underway here. Sassuolo lost in the first leg away from home. That's a result that makes elimination apparently a near certainty. And here's Vitolo. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Up for the header! There it is! Subasic reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top-notch.
Sassuolo take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Jordi Alba looks to dink one in. Good ball over the top. Hits one! He has done it! We're back where we started. It's level on aggregate. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Sassuolo closed the gap on aggregate. It's game on again. A long ball, but not especially accurate.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And that's sprayed out wide. Digne tries to swing it in. Son Heung-min has a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Great leap! Oh, the ball's come loose! Cosciglio plays it forward. And the Herrera. Andreva is onto it and can take it up. And it's been taken short. Beautifully done. In with a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
It's Ozil. What an adventurous run from a defender. And the semi-final reaches halfway.
Well, Peter, now we're seeing some fighting spirit. They looked lacklustre a while ago, but how quickly things can change.
Sassuolo ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Already up and running for the second half. Wanyama hoists it forward. Oh, some tackle that. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Firmino, who's made his mark on this game. Ozil gets it back. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Roberto Firmino. Musa Sissoko. Forward it goes. Modric. Candreva. Hoists it high. Knocks it away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's a brilliant interception. Sissoko tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Modric. Tyson. Now it's Ozil.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Cajon gets flagged offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And here's Roberto Firmino. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Has a pop! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Sassuolo creep ahead on aggregate. It was always on.
If they can manage to keep this momentum in their play, it will go a long way towards helping them stay in front.
And there goes the final whistle. Surely the best preparation for the final. A thumping win in the semi. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, they've grown in stature and confidence with every step, and one big step away from the trophy now.
So this is it. Domestic football across the continent may all be done and dusted in the major leagues. But now we have the ultimate spectacle to conclude the season. The earliest phase in qualifying started way back at the beginning of last summer, and now there are just 2 teams standing. A show not just for the capacity crowd here, but one for the whole world. The global audience, they say, some 300 million. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. So we're almost there. All one can see, a look of utter focus on the faces of all involved. You've been there, Jim Beglin. What will they be thinking as they wait for the whistle?
Well, you're right, Peter. I have been in this position, and the message is usually something like, remember all the work, the hard work you've put in to get this far. So don't leave anything out there now. Do what you're good at. It's better than what they can offer. Stick to that, and you hope it'll be enough.
So what are we to expect in this final?
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away, so I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for this showpiece.
Callejón. Well, that had to be more accurate. De Chilio tries running with the ball at his feet. Nicely measured pass. Callejón tries a shot! He's delivered all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the scorer. Simple as.
Sassuolo have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Massive leap! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Xavi stands over the ball, he'll be looking to dink one in. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Great reaction. To safety. Modric has a pop. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
De Bruyne almost put his side ahead with a pretty fierce attempt. He really spanked that.
It is fascinating, is it not, on this occasion, above all others, simply to wonder what is going through the heads of these two extraordinary tacticians.
I just think at this stage, Peter, they'll both be happy to stick to trying to figure each other out for any potential weaknesses.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, but at the same time, there'll be a lot of nervousness out there, and you can certainly pick up on whoever doesn't make the best start and maybe look to exploit that.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Dushilio plays it forward. Hoists it high. Keeper sends it forward. And there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
Sassuolo have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
Sassuolo leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Sassuolo carrying a one-goal lead. Sergio Ramos gets into the right position to intercept. Now it's Modric! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Jordi Alba. That's really nice. Now, what next? Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Forward it goes. Rami plays it towards the front. Firmino hits it! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. A couple of changes then in quick succession. And it's played forward. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Dinks one in. Farfan! Should have equalised.
That had a lot resting on it, you know, Peter, and he's visibly cross with himself.
Lokomotiv Moscow making consecutive changes here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lokomotiv Moscow cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Modric. Rami. So that's it. It is all over. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. A truly proud line in their history. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment. Sassuolo preparing here to be a part of the opening act of another major European club season. An epic tale lies ahead, a footballing drama to unwind over the course of the next 10 months. One where the central cast, both team and individual, will get to write their own story should they survive long enough. This, episode 1. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. So here it is, what we've all been waiting for. Make sure you are strapped in and ready to go.
Bring it on, Peter. I'm looking forward to a competition that always delivers entertainment, whether through its football or indeed its supporting cast of emotions. Neither of these teams will want a trip back to the drawing board after this, so I think we can expect something quite lively.
And as you can see, we've already started here. De Bruyne looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Midtjylland are engaging here in... And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Chance! Di Maria. Firmino. Cleared away. Has a pop!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Modric. That had to be more accurate. Firmino. Firmino gets it out to the wing. Di Maria. Gets up to head it! And he's done it! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Sassuolo break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Midtjylland disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. No question, that's a foul. Decent hit from there. Dushilio plays it long. Promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. That is going to be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with it.
Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
He's had a goal! Jordi Alba goes looking. Modric. Plays it out to the wing. Out to the left it goes. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Xavi. And it's Di Maria. Could be thinking about a shot here. Modric. Xavi. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Tries to stroke it through. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary.
Midtjylland are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. There's a long ball. And the finish! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Tries to get it clear. Midtjylland to make one last surge forward. Two minutes to be added on. Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's the way to launch the campaign. Now they can look ahead with confidence and comfort. How do you look back on the game then? Well, hello to everyone and welcome as you join us for the second of these group stage games. Competition only a couple of match days old, but there have been already plenty of talking points, much for us to scrutinise over the course of a fortnight or so. Winners on day one, no doubt now looking to cement their place in the latter stages as quickly as possible. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start. And even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place. And I think they can rely on that. So my advice would be, keep aiming high. Why not up for some swagger, in parts at least? I think they're capable of it.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I would say the very exciting Ross Barkley. He seems to be able to hit a turbocharged button and release a power that enables him to drive past defenders. And the sight I wouldn't mind witnessing again.
Okay, interesting. He's gone for it! Abraham. Chelsea are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Modric battles to win it back. Rami. Rudiger. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Dinks one in. He's got options out wide. Beautifully done. Rami gets it back. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Rudiger does well there, alert. Messi crosses one in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Sassuolo clearly have been the better.
Has a pop! Meets it, and in again! Marvellous goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They're obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Sassuolo break the deadlock.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Rami gets it away. Rudiger. Neymar with the foul. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Good challenge. He just stood firm. And the weighted pass.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Kovacic. Great challenge. Time to perfection. Going through. Firmino hits it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Forward it goes. And it's Barkley. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Here it comes. Barkley keeps everyone guessing. Barkley has been caught there, it's a foul.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job.
Shooting chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Barkley appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
Modric plays it forward. That's gone a long way up and away. Messi. Corner it is.
And if you consider how far out he was.
And that will be the final act. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to...